yes, there has been information about it, but I would take it with a little bit of caution. So when you're talking about AI in drug discovery with 80 to 90% of success rate, that is as compared to what you have like 45 to 60%. These are typically 45 to for non small molecular entities, the new molecular entities. Now, having said that, when you are taking, when you're doing the earlier part of drug discovery, there's a lot of AI that's helping in automations. For example, your lead discovery, your optimization, lead optimization, your admit, predictability, as well as your manufacturing operations. Now, having said that, and stability, of course. So when you having said that, you have AI helps you take better decisions, quality decisions, and hence better quality molecules have been kind of progressed to clinical trials, right? So having said that, there has been, historic data where in 2024, there have been articles where about 24 AI-specific molecules went to phase 1 trials, out of which 21 kind of completed and went to phase 2. But in the phase 2, there were 10 of them that completed, of which only 4 kind of had a success rate. So overarchingly, there are about only 40% chances with it, which is similar to your regular standard small molecules. So now, having said that, the real test comes in when these molecules go into clinical development, where they have to pass through your, clinical development, regulatory reviews, and market approvals to be applicable there, showing your clinical safety efficacy. And that's where the real challenge will be. So when I'm talking about, drug discovery, you have a lot of AIs coming into expediting the process till clinical trials, but that needs to be changed over a period of time to see how efficacious they are in clinical settings. Firstly, there are two parts of it. I will take, like, with the timelines being decreased to 2 years from 10 to 15 years, I would take that with a little bit of caution when interpreting it. So when you're saying 2 years, it is only for drug processing or new drug discovery part, which is from lead optimization to, say, target identification, and maybe only to the phase 1 trial. That's where that timelines can be compressed because of the reasons I said earlier. You have speed in automations, early target discoveries, your admit predictions, your computational chemistry, your stability data can be automated to give a faster results, better drugs, better virtual filterings to, better drugs to be processed earlier. And that can be compromised with it. So even the in silico molecule that was just approved and it's in phase 2 for idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, resortinib, that also took an average of 30 months to get to the phase 1 trial, right? So those kind of timelines have to be that can be shortened. The real question comes in when you move into clinical phase, right? So when I take a crocin, it still takes me an hour to kind of get this symptomatic benefits. So when I'm here, I'm talking about a disease, and it's a disease kind of, reversal of disease or symptomatic treatment, which have to be evaluated during a clinical setting. You have to go through the phase 2 and phase 3 trial. On an average, for a small molecule, phase 1 take about 2 to 4 years, and phase 3 takes about 3 to 6 years, right? So it's for them to complete it, because there are multiple processes in places. AI can help expedite that process in terms of patient selection, clinical site selections, clinical data management, or expediting those analysis. But inherently, for a regulatory approval, those have to kind of go through to make sure that it meets the safety and efficacy standard. So if I could put it in a simple words, AI will be able to drastically decrease the drug development cycle. But unfortunately, it's a biology that needs to meet the speed up to the computation cases. So you can have, discovery done earlier, but phase 2 and phase 3 will take the typical 5 to 8 years, right, to show safety and physical, efficacy. And that will be needed to generate evidence for regulators as well as patients.